What's up everybody, LUI here, salute you wherever you are. What you're looking at is a picture comparison from Dennis James' fan page. Dennis James is the master guru trainer of Big Ramy, and you can contemplate the obvious difference and progress between 2013 and 2014, right? This is Big Ramy this year. It is an impressive improvement by all measures. You can take a look at the size of the arm. Right now, they're probably the biggest arms in the business alongside those of Rolly Winkler. However, Big Ramy is still bigger, yet more aesthetic with a controllable waistline and way more better wheels, and the overall package definitely better. That's why he places higher. Anyway, both arms progressed. There is no doubt about it. Look at the tricep sweep. It is harder. Even the legs got bigger and definitely more details, right? So these are the improvement. He mentioned that, and we noticed it actually. Right now he can literally pose. They're so massive. He can literally pose the front double biceps while flexing the abs. Trust me guys, if you follow bodybuilding, it's not everybody who can do that, right? Last time I checked, it started actually back in the early 90s by a dude called Momo Ben Aziza. That dude was so massive he can do this pose while flexing the abs, right? The rest of the guys usually they prefer not. Anyway, I'm gonna show you another picture real quick, so you can see the progress as well. There you go. It's not only lightning, guys. It's definitely heavier, a little bit bigger as well, and the roundness is starting to come. So definitely more muscle maturity is starting to come in. He is 30 years old now. He's 30 since few days, and has been training for a little bit, a tiny bit more than 4 years, straight up, right? But the most important message I'm going to show you, except these comparison pictures, this is the last one, side chest, definitely bigger, more roundness. However, unfortunately, truth need to be told, this is not a crisp, diced to the socks, jaw dropping condition. He did not came in as shredded as Dennis Wolf. If this dude comes in as shredded as Dennis Wolf, he will be a reigning Mr. O for a freaking decade. Nobody can remove him from that. But the reason, and I spoke about this, I was the first one to mention it on YouTube, because I heard news about it, and this is the proof. Look at it, guys. It is 5 minutes old. You can read here, 5 minutes old by Dennis James, right? This is the injury he sustained about 4 weeks prior to Mr. Olympia in the hamstring, serious injury. This picture was taken, as you can read, 2 days after the injury, so it was a big deal. And for all intents and purposes, he was not able to train his hamstring, his glutes, not even his quadriceps, not even his legs for 4 weeks. You can see here, he was not able to train hams, glutes, or even quads for the last 4 weeks. Of course, Dennis James, being a professional trainer, he did not want to mention it prior to the show to not create an excuse. He said, we did not post or talk about it before the show because we did not want to create drama and make it look as an excuse, right? So that's it, guys. It is a serious injury. It happens, unfortunately, to a lot of champions. You guys know Dorian Yates several times actually hurt himself prior to the show because he was carb depleted, yet he was basically trying to lift those crazy weights. So it's quite sensitive. Dennis James is known to train high volume. I salute him for that, but this is what's up. So trust me, probably if he was not injured, Big Ramy, I'm not gonna say he would won Mr. Olympia. No, that's a big statement, but in my opinion, he could have easily cracked top 5, and top 5 is very important at this level because that means you're qualified automatically to the next Mr. Olympia. Unfortunately for him, next year he will have to come back to compete again to qualify for the Mr. O, and competing more than twice a year is not as efficient as competing only once a year. But in my reckoning, if all goes well, if he does not hurt himself and he dial in properly, this dude here, he cannot stop him. Look at the front double biceps I mentioned. Phil Heath, back in the day, if you go and take a look at the picture in 2011, he was able to do a front double biceps while flexing the abs. However, this year, as I mentioned and as you guys noticed, his midsection is taking its independence like it is senseless, like it is Scotland. That's what's up. So big props to Big Ramy. Even though he placed 7, he has what it takes to be a reigning Mr. Olympia for a few years in a row if all goes well. Salute you wherever you are. Don't forget to like the video and tell me what you think about it. God bless you all day and daily.